Greetings. My name is Paul, and I am the lead research technician here at the How to Linux Research Labs, and I'm also the administrator of the Pop! OS Linux Facebook group on Facebook. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to install Oracle Java 21 on Pop! OS Linux 22.04. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so here's my Pop! Installation, and I'm going to install Oracle 21 on here, Oracle Java 21. And I'm going to use a program called SDKMAN, which is short for SDK Manager. Okay, so pretty much everything we're going to do is going to be in the terminal. So I'm going to pop up my terminal here, and I'm going to show you that I'm going to show you first that I'm actually in a Pop session here with my fast fetch screen here, Pop! OS 22.04. Okay, so we're going to install Oracle Java 21 on here. Okay, so we can go ahead and clear on that. Now, there's a few things you're going to have before you get started. You're going to have this. First of all, I want you to see that I don't already have SDK installed or SDKMAN installed. So let's go through a couple of possibilities to get the version. And you can see it's not here. Hopefully when we get done, we'll get some output on one or both of these here. But you can see right now SDKMAN is not installed. And you're also going to need this curl. You can also see that I don't have Java C, the Java C compiler, or Java installed either. So let's see where's the Java version here. Okay. As you can see, Java C or Java runtime aren't installed. So when we're done, these will also be populated as well. Okay, so you're going to need a couple of things here. Well, we're going to install the SDK Manager, but you need to have this other utility here before you can download the SDK Manager, and it's called the curl. It's called curl. See, we're going to use curl here. So you have to have curl installed here. Curl -- version. You can see I've got 7.81 installed. So once you have curl installed, then we can go ahead and download SDK Manager and make it persistent, and then use SDK Manager to install Oracle Java 21. Okay? So I think that's pretty much the groundwork there. I think we can get into the first step. The first command here for downloading SDK Manager. So I'm going to have to cycle through all my commands here. Also, we're going to have to use, we're going to be downloading a bash shell script. It's got a .io extension, but I do believe it's a bash shell script because it has bash commands in it. So see, I'm in the bash shell here. So hopefully you'll be in a bash shell as well. Otherwise it might not work, I'm not sure, but I'm in a bash shell, so the file we're going to download should work here. Okay, good. Okay, so the first step the first command we're gonna execute is this one here. Okay, we're gonna use the curl utility, and it's gonna download this. I know it says .io, but I do believe it's actually got bash code in it. So we're gonna download this bash shell script, pipe it in the bash, and then it's gonna go ahead and interpret this file here, and it's going to install the SDK binary to our home folder. It might not be persistent at that point, so we're going to have to source it to make it persistent across reboots. But this is the first line of code we're going to execute. Okay, so pretty simple to understand. Curl will download this .io file for SDKMAN, and then the bash interpreter will run the bash shell script, and it will install the SDK Manager binary in our home folder. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and enter on that, and it's going to go ahead and download and install SDK Manager. So I'm not sure how long it's going to take here. Since I don't already have it installed, it's going to have to go ahead and go through the process of downloading and installing it. Okay, that was good. Let's kind of wheel up here, take a quick little look here. Okay, so everything looks pretty good. There's something to read here. Okay, there's stuff to read. Looks pretty good. I'm not going to get into it too much here. Looks like we got version 5.19, I think. I'm not sure what this one here is. So 5.19, I guess, is what we're looking for. Okay, so you can see that it stored it in this location here, home Paul, into a dot folder, which is hidden. But you can see the SDK binary has been installed here. Or actually, the shell script was installed here, I believe. Anyway, I'm not really quite sure if it installed SDKMAN at this point or if it just installed the shell script. But either way, I think SDK Manager has been installed. There's one more step we've got to do anyway. This is going to be the next step here to make it, I guess, persistent. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that right now. Copy that. Okay. Let's see if SDK Manager has actually been installed. And when we source it, that just makes it more persistent. So let's see what SDK shows here. Okay, not found. And let's see what the version shows. Okay, that's not there. Okay, so I guess it didn't install it. So I'm going to go ahead and run that next command there with the source. Let's see if that's going to actually, I guess that would be the big one there. I thought it already installed it and the source just makes it persistent. But maybe it wasn't actually installed. It just, the bash shell maybe reinterpreted the .io file and converted it into a shell script. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Let's see this. I guess it's going to run the shell script here. I thought by sourcing it makes something persistent, but I'm not really quite sure what's going on here exactly. I think we're going to actually execute the shell script here. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Okay, I guess let's see if it actually installed it or not. Okay, it's not coming up there. Okay, well, the main thing, the big acid test is going to be with my next command when I actually install the SDK Manager with this command here. So let's see if SDK Manager has already been installed or not. SDK install. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. I copied that in. Go ahead and paste that. Okay, this is going to be the test right here to see if everything's been done properly. So, well, you saw it was SDKMAN for manager, but it's actually going to be, okay, so maybe I was using the wrong keyword. I should have been using SDK instead. Okay, well let's try that here. Let me go ahead and back that out. I didn't know it was SDK, actually. Alright, there we go. It's SDK, not SDKMAN. Even though it's SDK Manager that we downloaded, but it's actually the command line keyword is actually SDK. Not even SDK in version, just SDK, and you can get the version here. So SDK, I guess, just version like this, and it was that 519. Okay, so that was good. Okay, so it's been installed. SDK has been installed. SDK Manager has been installed. Okay, so we'll clear on that and go back to this one here. Okay, so I'm going to use SDK to install Java Oracle 21. Okay, so we're where we want to be. Okay, I was a little unsure of some of the steps to get here, but I'm pretty clear on it now. So it was SDK, not SDKMAN. Okay, so once you get that keyed in, that looks pretty good. SDK install Java 21 from Oracle. Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay, it's going to download and install Oracle Java 21. I'm not sure how long it's going to take, so I'm going to pause the video and I'll come back toward the tail end and we'll pick it up from there. Back in a moment. Okay, we're near the tail end of the download of Oracle Java 21. You can see here what 92%. Been no errors so far. Everything's gone very smoothly. So let's see what happens here at the tail end here. Hopefully everything will complete error-free and we can move on to the last couple of steps here, mainly to verify the Java C compiler and Java runtime versions. According to the Java documentation, or the Oracle Java documentation, all this, the SDK, this method we're using, SDK Manager, should put the Oracle Java binary on the path variable. so we don't have to do that manually. So we can actually just go ahead and, once it's done, we're ready to start using Java compiler and Java runtime from the command line. We don't have to manually add the Java binary to the path variable. Okay, so I'm not sure really how long it's going to take here. It looks like that's done. Okay, that's good. Let's read together really quick here. Installing Java, Oracle Java 21, done installing. Setting up Oracle Java 21 as the default, and we're back on the regular user prompt here. Okay, that was good. Okay, we'll clear on that. And like I said, according to the Oracle Java documentation, it did say that the SDK was going to put it it was going to put the Oracle Java binary on the path. Okay, so let's verify that. Let's see where it put the Java C and the Java C compiler and the Java runtime. Let's see what path it put it on. So cycle through all my versions here, or my commands. Okay, Java C version. Okay, let's see where it put that. Okay, I'm sorry, not I want which, actually. Do I have that in here? Let's see if I have which Java C. Well, I'm not really sure. I'm just going to go ahead and key it in manually here. Which Java C? Okay, which Java C? Let's see what path this gives me. Okay, it gives me this home path here. Okay, let's see if that home is on the path variable or not. It's supposed to be on there. Let's see if it's actually on there. Okay, home Paul, and then same thing for the Java. Okay, it's in the same path. Home Paul. Okay, so that's where they're at. Let's see if it's on the actual path if those paths are actually on the actual path variable itself. Okay, here we go. Okay, that was what, home Paul. Okay, that's already on the path. I'm usually used to things being on some of these other paths here, like local, user bin or whatnot. But yeah, okay, it's on here. So home Paul is already on the path. Okay, good. So it put it on a path that's already on the path variable. Okay, so we should be good to go then. Okay, so one last step. Clear on that. And get the actual versions for Java, C compiler, and the Java runtime interpreter. Okay, get the version here. Okay. Oh, actually I already did that before. I got kind of ahead of myself a little bit. Okay, let's see, Java C version. Okay, here we go. Okay, Java C version is 21. Good. And the Java runtime the Java runtime interpreter is Java 21 as well. Okay, bingo. That's exactly where I wanted to be. Java 21, version 21 for the Java C compiler, and version 21 for the Java runtime environment. Okay, good. Okay, so I'm not going to go any further here, except I will, if you're new to Java programming, I'm not going to get into JDK or the Java virtual machine, but basically what you do is you create a Java source code file. You pass that into the Java C compiler here, and then that creates some kind of a Java artifact, and then that Java artifact that's created gets passed into the Java runtime interpreter, and that should run your program. Okay, so I'm not going to get into the ins and outs of Java. I just wanted to let you know quickly basically how to use these two components that we added here. So you pass the Java source code file into the Java compiler, it generates a Java artifact, and then you pass that artifact into the Java runtime interpreter, and that should run your program. Okay, so that's it. That's good for this video for right now. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and clear out. I'm going to go back to my FastFed screen as I clear out the as I close out the video here. Back to my FastFed screen here. Toggle through all my commands here. Okay. Okay, so that was how to install Oracle Java 21, the Java C compiler, and the Java runtime environment, the Java interpreter on Pop! OS Linux 22.04. And okay, so once again, I am Paul, and I am the lead research technician here at the How to Linux Research Labs, and I'm also the administrator of the Pop! OS Linux Face group on Facebook. Please join. I do allow discussions about different distros, tech news, tech personalities, and a wide variety of topics. And at this point, I would like to thank you for subbing and watching my video, and also look forward to your likes and your comments on my video. And until my next video, happy Linuxing.